Can you look around yourself right now and please tell me, do you see puppets?
I do not, but I think if I take enough pills, I could.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then you might not be in the land yet, but find the pills, Steven. Find the pills and go to the land.
The Ponder Freak podcast starts now.
What is up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Ponder Freak podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I am your host, Stephen Kelley, and your other host, Hemi, is also here today.
And that would be me. I am Hemi, the other host that is here today.
I feel like you're always going to be here every day, so I need to come up with a phrase that works better for that, but I'm not mad at it. You're here today. I'm not wrong.
We do it different all the time. Sometimes you say, and the other guy, the other host, and then you let me jump in sometimes, and it's just this wacky zany thing that we do.
That always falls apart.
I never know what's happening. I never know what to say in the beginning. I'm always like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And it's always... oh, it's a train wreck. It's just a train wreck. What are we doing? Yeah. No, it's beautiful, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's beauty in chaos.
It's nice. It gives us personality. It gives us charisma. It gives us character. It gives us another chance to try to do better every time. And hopefully we succeed one day.
I agree with the do better part. I agree with that part. I think we could always do better. The other stuff, I would say most people's opinions would go against it, but that's fine. We believe in ourselves.
That's fair. I believe in us. I'm right here.
You think you are. We're not playing that game. I am not playing this game with you.
What if?
Whole existence thing. No.
That's not the hypothetical today. Well, what is the hypothetical today then, Stephen?
All right. I need to get into character. I feel like I just heard a train.
What?
There was a train.
That was super loud. You said, I need to get into character, and then I heard a noise that maybe would happen around a superhero or supervillain, a character of sorts. That was crazy.
I don't live near a train.
I don't know why, but when I heard that noise, I thought Darth Vader, and I don't know why. I don't even...
Darth Vader, the train? Does he go against, Thomas the Tank?
You know why? Maybe to a certain degree to me, because I'm hearing it over waves, I think maybe to me it kind of sounded like a lightsaber, kind of.
I got it.
Because it was kind of like a whoo, so kind of like you see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't know what that was. I see a very lifted redneck vehicle outside. Oh. Maybe that was his horn. If it was, that was really impressive. I was like, wow, there's a train when there's no train near me.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
So welcome to the Ponder Freak podcast. We are out in this world and things are happening.
And Steven just moved.
I just moved, so I'm learning the neighbors that drive trains.
Hope you guys are ready for the train horns that are going to be constant throughout the episodes henceforth.
I live near the tracks now, and times aren't as good as they were before.
Oh, this is great.
All right, so that was random. Let's try a hypothetical, because I apologize.
All right.
World's gonna happen, though. All right. You're an 8-year-old boy. And you're outside in your yard, and you're playing, and life is good, and the birds are singing, and you're bouncing a ball, one of those dodgeball kind of things. You're bouncing it around, and it kind of gets away from you. It gets under the car, and you go over to the car, and when you're 8 years old and you see a car, it's just one of those, I don't know, it's one of those amazing things. At least it was to me. It takes you places, you can't drive it, your parents drive it, and you look up to them when they're driving, and it's somewhat dangerous. You have to wear a seatbelt. you know, your dad's like, put on your seatbelt, and all that stuff. It's just a very serious thing sometimes. But as a kid, you learn about the fuel gauge. It's just one of those few things you overhear. Oh, I need to go get gas. Oh, we're running low. This is just common lingo, and you pick up on it. So as a kid, this 8-year-old goes to the car because his ball went underneath it. He gets his ball, whatever, and he looks up and he looks in and he sees the gauge and it says empty, as it should because the car is off. But this 8-year-old, not being extremely bright, didn't catch on to that part. So he goes and grabs the water hose and opens up the gas tank and puts the water hose in and cuts it on because he wants to help his dad get to work the next day. I'm sure he has a big meeting and has to do big parenting, whatever business things. And so he fills it with water. Now this car, the next day, the father comes out and the kid is like,
Hey, Dad, surprise, I took care of your, the fuel gauge said low.
and he's like,
What did you do? What have you done?
and the gas, obviously mixed with water, the car wouldn't start. And the dad is just losing his shit. He's like,
I got a big meeting today. What the hell? What were you thinking?
Like, what's going through your mind right now? Trying to relate to an 8-year-old that's trying to do a good thing and actually does damage.
I'm the adult in the situation, or I'm the 8-year-old.
Sure, whichever way you want to come at it. I just want to get a feel for what you're thinking right now.
Okay. Well, if I'm the 8-year-old, I think if those were my intentions, and I have a sense of pride, and I feel great, and I'm excited, and I'm happy, and I just did the best thing ever, because what do my parents hate doing? They hate getting gas. It's always too expensive.
Right.
Well, they've never thought to get it at home. I've found the cheapest way possible to do this. Fill it up with water. That's how we fix it. Now you're good. I got the solution. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to show him. So here he is.
And that kid today
What?
That kid today is Elon Musk.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Like what? Because it would be like, hey, you know what? Gas is wrong. Let me fix this. Electric cars. No, it's not. But
We've had some very interesting stories on this podcast.
and
I thought you were about to just tell me some completely new shit I was unaware of. Wow. But that's hilarious.
no, it's not. It is not the owner
Elon
and creator
Musk.
of Tesla. No, this is just some dumb kid.
Aw.
But no, right? So there's the sense of wonder, that sense of you're just trying to help.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even get super mad. Obviously, this father, he was like,
Oh, I need to go to work.
then you probably get a little upset.
Of course. Yeah, so as the kid, I'm proud. Of course, when I see my dad's face, I'm going to be confused because he doesn't look as excited
Right.
as I would have been.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, all right, so if I'm the dad and I come out and he's like,
Hey, great news.
and I'm like,
What?
and he tells me,
Yeah, I put water in the gas tank. Now it's full. You're good.
Yeah.
I,
Done. Right?
yeah,
Obviously, the dad's like, I can only imagine the dad sigh that occurred.
oh,
And
yeah,
then the anger.
yeah. Man, I feel like I would, it really depends on my situation, honestly. He had a big meeting to go to that day, right? Or something, or work or something, right?
Right.
Oh man, what if this was the big day? What if this is when it was all gonna change and he was finally gonna get the big promotion and they were finally gonna be up out of there? Oh, this was the day.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. Like, what if this, because there could be a butterfly effect. Like, what if this was the pinnacle, not pinnacle, but the tipping point where this father's career just blows up, just like you said. And he's, he was going to sign a big deal, finally become partner in whatever firm he's in, or move on to buy the business he's working for because he made the big deal. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. The potential damage is actually pretty crazy. That is
Sorry, Dad ruined our lives.
Right.
like, what do you?
It's a wrap.
So, hypothetically, if the father like came home later and he's like,
Oh, those clients, they were only in for a couple hours. They had to leave the country. We lost the deal to a company overseas. And I lost my job. Thanks, son. Thanks.
thanks.
Glad you filled the car up. I'm going to go sit down and drink until I can't move anymore.
It's just that is okay. I that's depressing.
Yeah, and it's even more depressing when your 8-year-old son brings a water hose to you and says,
You said you wanted to drink?
No.
Stop fixing shit with the
can't.
water hose, son. Why is the water hose your solution to most problems? It is not fixing everything.
All right, so that didn't happen. So we'll but I like that line of thinking. That's crazy. So the father calls a taxi. Why? What? Why is there a train? Okay, it's gone. Okay, I heard it for a second. How random. Like, where am I?
That's a good
I
question.
feel like I'm in like Mr. Rogers, like that little side room where he had like a little world and little trains and stuff. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh, please live in that land with puppets.
Please live with the hand puppets.
Can you look around yourself right now and please tell me, do you see puppets?
I do not, but I think if I take enough pills, I could.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then you might not be in the land yet, but find the pills, Steven. Find the pills and go to the land of...
Could be in any land.
What's
you
it
want.
called? What's the... Yeah, I just can only say the land. I don't... What's it called? Mr. Rogers Land?
I think it was like Imagination.
No, it was not
something.
Imagination Land, because that was from South Park, and that was hilarious.
No, not. No, it was. I think it had imagination in it. I don't know. Someone answer that. Someone knows Mr. Rogers well enough to be like, oh, it was this. You guys are idiots.
I actually used to watch it as a kid, and I don't know the name of it. So it wasn't great marketing as far as I'm concerned, because I didn't remember it. And you know what I do remember? I remember Crossfire, the game, and the ad for it that went, Crossfire, you'll get caught up in a crossfire. So that I remember.
Okay. Well, now we're back into the mindset of an 8-year-old, so it all comes full circle. We're good.
So I just put water in your car. What happened?
So, water in the car. We're playing Crossfire. Dad comes home. No. Anyways. He calls a taxi. Taxi is taking forever. Traffic is crazy. Things are just not going well. And apparently he was going to take the 8-year-old to drop him off at his grandparents' house to watch him for the day while he was going on his way to work. So that's kind of how things are lining up. So father, son, we're waiting for the taxi. And the taxi takes literally forever. This guy's missing the meeting. The father's, probably livid. The taxi pulls up to the grandparents' house, which is not far away. The grandmother comes out screaming like a banshee. This was the literal wording of the person who posted this online, like a banshee.
She rushes me and my dad into the house. The TV's going, the news is on.
Unconfirmed reports this morning
There are
that a
planes
plane has crashed
crashing
into one of the
into the
towers
Twin Towers.
of the World Trade Center.
Oh, wow.
So this is the day of 9/11.
Damn.
The father's meeting was at the World Trade Center. It was at the Twin Towers.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Woo!
So this innocent wanting to help child, right?
Yeah.
Technically, possibly could have saved his dad
Wow.
if this story is true.
Wow. That
Right?
is crazy.
It's when I first read it, I was like, oh, because it's that innocent wanting to help. Oh, I messed up your day, and then like we were joking, like, oh, he lost everything, but technically he may have gained literally everything
For sure. Yeah.
by not going to work on time.
Right. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So as a kid, the 8-year-old's like,
Oh, something heavy's happening.
but they probably don't fully. The kid understands crazy's going on, but probably doesn't fully understand it. Like, as the father, what are you thinking at this point?
I'm thinking, well, a joke. Then I'm thinking, now that I've lost my job, how am I going to pay for my car repair? Is my joke.
Oh, so the extremely practical person,
Yeah, if I'm making
I
it,
guess,
right.
would be like,
Well, this sucks to make that joke. but
man.
obviously,
Wow.
obviously, I'm thinking, holy shit, you may have saved my life. Thank you.
With your dumb shit.
Right, whilst simultaneously thinking, holy shit, all of my friends, coworkers, loved ones may potentially not be safe.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
While at the same time thinking, holy shit, mad other people I know for a fact are not safe.
Yeah.
And thinking, like, there's mad shit going through my head if I'm that guy, as on a serious level.
Yeah.
All of those things are going
Yes.
through my head. The car instantly falls to the bottom of the list because mad people, especially around them, were like, whoa, we're getting attacked by who? And then you hear terrorism and
Yeah.
you're like, whoa. So no, your car, actually, your car actually is a big deal because you need to get the fuck out of there. So, okay, it's still a big problem. But I'm not harping on the fact
Yeah.
that my son fucked it up. No, I am grateful I am grateful that happened. So I'm okay now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now I can try to help my family through these tough endeavors. So yeah, I'm happy as fuck about that. Definitely.
Yeah. Once, as the kid grows up, anytime I'm like,
Oh, hey, Dad, can I borrow the car?
and he'd be like,
Oh, no, you shouldn't go out.
I'm like,
Remember that time I saved your life?
Oh, you just always want to bring that up.
Remember that time you didn't go to work because of what I did?
Yeah. And then I would say,
Remember the time I made you so you could do that? Keep doing my bidding.
there you go.
You were supposed to do that. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Remember that time you ruined the car and accidentally saved my life? You thought you put gas in it so I could go to work. You didn't know. Yeah, you were actually trying to help me go to work on time.
yeah,
What a dick. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, you wanted me to get there sooner so I didn't have to stop and get gas, you asshole. That was not your intention, you piece of shit.
Tomato. Right, Dad?
I wish a motherfucker would make that argument. Woo! Man, the dad bodies him anytime he tries to make that argument. That's so funny. But of course, he's still grateful for the mistake.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you're not taking the car tonight, in other words, son.
The funny thing is that the car was off, so it obviously said it was on E.
Yes.
So how much gas did he have in the car anyway? He might have been okay, but now he just has water in the tank.
Oh, he mentioned, it's actually mentioned, he mentioned half a tank.
Oh, he had half a tank?
He's like,
Oh, I thought I had half a tank.
That's funny.
but then it registered as full because of the water.
Wow, man, that's insane. Now, I'm not really that familiar on what that'll do. I just assume it'll mess up your shit. But like, what does that do? What does water in a tank do to you?
I would assume damages all kinds of things because there's a certain rating for gas
Ah,
to where it has to fire. It has to ignite, and watering that down, it wouldn't be able to ignite and create the process. But I don't know, because I know if you put sugar in a tank, like it's ruined, like your engine's ruined. You got to replace the engine. So I would assume water's probably not as bad because it's just diluting the gas. But it could. I'm not a mechanic, but I would assume it would still cause damage. It has to be fixed.
yeah, I would think maybe for sure. But
Yeah.
but it evaporates too. right? So maybe it wouldn't be as
Well, it's in a tank, so it's enclosed. It wouldn't evaporate anywhere.
But you don't think with the heat, you don't think it being heated up?
I see where you're going. I don't think so.
No?
We would need people that know engines to be like, hey, no, this is what happens.
Yeah.
So definitely be like, hey, this is what would happen. I know it wouldn't start because it wouldn't be potent enough to fire everything.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a Google search away.
But we are lazy.
Yeah, we are.
Or actually, if Bing would like to sponsor us, it's a Bing search away.
Yeah, Bing search away.
You were like, I don't want to condone this. No one uses Bing.
I didn't even know what you were talking about when you said Bing.
We're sorry, Microsoft. That didn't go well.
I was like, you're talking about Chandler's last name from Friends?
Yes, there we go. All right. We're starting to ramble a little bit. Any other thoughts on the hypothetical?
Yeah, I just want to say this because I brought it up. It says, what happens if there's water in your gas tank? It says, if fuel delivery system is gravity feed system, chances are the water will be the first to get into the engine as water will be in the bottom of the fuel tank. And this is something undesirable for an engine. It won't work. If it's a fuel-injected engine, water and fuel will damage the fuel injectors.
Oh.
So
I guess water is heavier than gasoline.
I suppose so.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it can cause some problems. There are, however, things that you can do. There's something called HEAT, H-E-E-T, and it's a fuel additive that is made for removing water from the gas tank. However, if there's more water in the tank than there is gas, fuel additives will not work. Depending on the amount of water in the tank, you may want to drain the gas tank and leave it empty for a while so that it can dry out. So that's probably what they had to do. I don't think it was anything too difficult. It just sounds like they could just drain the tank, let it air dry out, and then refill. And
Okay, so no engine replacement.
I don't think so. I mean, unless I'm wrong based on what I just read. But hopefully it was as simple as just drying out the tank, putting more gas in, and being so thankful for that accident that it happened, because that is crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to our show. It truly means a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcast, and check us out on social media. Just search Ponder Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time.